The Wotofo Vape Toolkit. This was sent to me for a review from Wotofo. If you're into rebuildable atomizers, you need a kit like this. I have a Coil Master kit like this that I've been using for years, and I use it every single day. It's just nice having all of your tools neatly organized and in one place. So let's talk about this Wotofo kit. Everything comes in this waterproof case, which zips up to keep it all safe. The waterproof material is nice because it'll protect everything from getting wet, and also good for keeping cotton safe if you throw some in here. So you open it up, and there are a couple of pockets to hold things. And in one of the pockets is a small towel. Open it up and you get a whole bunch of handy tools. So you get the 4-in-1 screwdriver. The screwdriver holds 4 different bits. You have a 1.5mm hex, 1.3mm hex, 2.5mm flathead, and a 2.5mm Phillips head. The bits are made of vanadium steel for durability. You loosen the chuck to get the bit in and then tighten it down and it holds it nice and tight. And the screwdriver itself has this nice gripping so that it's easy to really crank on it if you have a tight screw. There are 2 coil jigs, and these are self-balancing jigs with hollowed ends to keep the weight even. That makes these really easy to use when you're installing coils because it won't just slip out of your hand due to having too much weight in one end. I love that Wotofo included 2 jigs because there are some atomizers that require both coils to be in place before you tighten them down. And that's actually one of my biggest frustrations with the Coil Master kit because there's only 1 jig of each diameter. So this makes building on those types of decks way easier. Each jig has a 3.5mm, 3mm, 2.5mm, and a 2mm section. Just wrap your coils around the size you want, push it up against the end to tighten it, and you're done. Then you have some ceramic tweezers. If you're building your own coils, these are great for making sure that you don't short out your device while adjusting the coils and getting out those hot spots. You definitely don't want to strum or pinch your coils while using metal tweezers and then accidentally hit that fire button because, that'll cause a short. So with ceramic ends, you don't have to worry about that. Then you have bent tip tweezers. These are nice for really getting into those tight or awkward spots. The really sharp points are also really handy for fluffing up your cotton so that it wicks better. The bent nose pliers have rubber grips so they won't slip in your hands. And the neat thing with these is that the tips are non-serrated, so they won't damage your coils if you need to pinch them. They have a slight bend in them too, so that helps for getting into some tighter spots. Then you have some tungsten reinforced flush wire cutters, and these wire cutters are spring-loaded. The cutting edges are made of tungsten steel, so they should be durable enough to last a long time. Then you have some medical standard scissors, and these are stainless steel scissors, and they work great for cutting cotton wicks. These also have bigger finger rings than most scissors like this, so they're comfortable to hold. The only thing that I would have liked would be if they had sharp tips, just to make them a little bit more useful for other things like tucking in your cotton. When I first started getting into rebuildable tanks and RDAs, I bought all of my tools separately, and that works fine, but then I got that kit from Coil Master and I couldn't believe how much I loved it. It's certainly not a necessity, but it sure makes life easier, and it's great being able to put all of these tools in your backpack when you're on the go or in the car, suitcase, when you go on a trip or whatever. And this shell will open up and expand enough to fit a spool of wire in here too, so that lets you carry around pretty much everything that you need. One of the features that the Coil Master jig has over the ones in the Wotofo kit is that Coil Masters makes it way easier to make tight contact coils. That's not easy with these jigs. I personally only ever use spaced coils, so it doesn't bother me at all, but I'm sure it would bother some people. This was sent to me for a review from Wotofo, so if you're interested, you can get it from wotofo.com for $29.99. All right, thanks for checking out this review, and I'll catch you on the next one.